coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
2nd and 9. Throwing. Heineke. And it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now Heineke winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Third down, Heineke. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery, and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning. Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way. On 2nd and 12, Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Tanner Muse charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. To throw is Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Play action now. Here's Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Heineke now. And that is incomplete here.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Heineke again. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Darnold now to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke flushed out right.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, Heineke.
That escapes the sack.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Heineke. That's to the former Panther, Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And the play fake, and now Heineke.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game.
He's got him in. Complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Carolina.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think that.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Gibson again.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Heineke.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Second and 8. Throwing. Heineke.
This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Heineke's pass complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Heineke.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On play action, Heineke.
Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Heineke again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some room to work. 25, touchdown, Carolina. Thank you.